Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening to be fought over 3 3-minute rounds and amateur mixed martial arts rules in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the cage with a mixed martial arts record of 1 victory, no defeats. An independent fighter, please welcome Josh McNaught. And his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, enters with a mixed martial arts record of 1 victory, 3 defeats. He is an independent fighter. Please welcome Kamil Gidaszewski. Our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Neil Hall.
Here we go, Brad, our 7th fight of the night. Josh McNaught fighting out of the blue corner, although in the red trunks. We knew it would happen at some point. Taking on Kamil Gidaszewski, fighting in the black and white Venom trunks in the red corner. Both these guys independent fighters, Brad, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to get.
Well, I know the corner team of Josh McNaught quite well, and I would say he's not an independent fighter in the sense of the word that MMA fans might know it here in the UK. He's got skills. We're seeing some beautiful kicks to start things off. Gidaszewski already on the back foot, looking confident though. Slightly shorter man in the cage, giving up a bit of reach. Josh McNaught looking very loose, very relaxed here.
Oh, he looks really comfortable with the stand-up, and then he threw that hook with some mean intention. And look, his expression hasn't changed. Oh!
Nice right hand there from Josh McNaught. Gidaszewski giving it the old Karate Kid there, jumping in with a flying kick.
And that little bit of length, that little bit of extra range that McNaught got, maybe making the difference on those exchanges. Plus, he looks to be a little more fluid with the technique.
Well, Gidaszewski's issue here is that he's always going to have to take 1 or 2 steps forward before he throws his strike. That gives McNaught all the time in the world to counter, and he can strike at his leisure from that position. And there we see the straight kick.
McNaught really kind of pacing himself and taking the time, looking to pick his shots. And again, that kick to the body and then 3-punch combination bit.
Nice takedown from Gidaszewski there. Looking to take the back. McNaught already looking like he's going to get back to his feet, and he does. Gidaszewski just trying to sling his man across the cage.
With brute force and ignorance. And the glove has come off the thumbs. Neil Hall's going to stop time for a moment.
Referee Neil Hall sorting out that wardrobe malfunction, and we're back underway. Kamil Gidaszewski in the white with black trim. Josh McNaught in the red.
Nice
McNaught taking the center of the cage there, Steve.
A nice little check of the leg kick there from Kamil. I'm not even going to try Gidaszewski a bunch of times because I'll get it wrong. Oh!
Beautiful left hand to the body.
And Kamil did well not to register that shot a little bit more, because that hook lifted him up onto his toes, that body shot.
I mean, I'm not one to talk, Steve, but Gidaszewski looking a little bit soft around the midsection. You've got to think that body might be a target. Doggedly chasing the takedown, though.
Yeah, caught the kick and then tried bullying, but McNaught having none of it, just a little too strong. Neil giving a warning about grabbing onto the fence there to Kamil.
Yeah, he's only going to get so many of those warnings before he loses a point. McNaught looking like he's thinking a couple of steps ahead here in terms of his striking output. Looking to set something up, keeping that head moving. Yeah, Gidaszewski's head's very stationary, you'll notice there, Steve. There's not much lateral movement there as we end this first round.
McNaught, again, just steps back, avoids the charge.
Interesting first round. We'll be very interested to see how McNaught comes out in the second. We've seen him throw kicks to the body, kicks up the side, punches to the body. I'm wondering if there's going to be a big head kick coming in the second or third round, Steve. Just as Gidaszewski starts dropping those hands a little bit, getting a little bit more tired, getting wary of the body shots, could very well be in for an early bath if he takes a big head kick from Josh McNaught. Obviously, very powerful individual, very confident with his striking, very technically accurate.
On his feet, he does look very smooth. You know, this is only his second amateur MMA contest. Looking at him, I'd suggest it's probably not his first fight.
No, I very much doubt it. If it's not, you know, he's certainly training with some good guys, some quality. training and sparring partners in the gym.
Looks very composed, very relaxed, not breathing heavy. I mean, he was very economical with his output. It was effective when he landed, but he didn't waste shots.
I believe both of his cornermen have actually competed here at FCC. So good pedigree there at cage side for Josh McNaught.
Touch gloves.
Interesting to see what Gidaszewski can do here, Steve. You know, we saw him look to close that distance and snatch the takedown in the first round. Will he be able to have some success with that tactic in the second? Big body kick again, and a right hand behind it. Tries for the single, doesn't get it.
And this is Kamil's chance. You know, he's chasing him around, he so wants to stay close to his man. I mean, he'll chase him anywhere. Grabs that single leg for all he's got, but McNaught goes, no, 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 no.
Yeah, great work from McNaught there to avoid the takedown. Multiple attempts. He was on his bike, but it worked.
Absolutely.
He remains on his feet. Not sure how willing he's going to be to engage Gidaszewski on the ground.
No, just kind of throwing some of those leg kicks to soften it. You know, in the good old Pride rules, he was looking for the stomp there. But
back to their feet again. Josh McNaught with the center of the cage, really dictating the pace and the flow of the action here. Gidaszewski having to be reactive rather than proactive.
He's got to find a way to walk his man. He's got to find a way to walk McNaught back into the cage so that that distance doesn't become an issue. And right now, that's what McNaught's doing. Oh, turned and a back wheel kick, but he ate a big shot there. And look, McNaught not wasting any punches there. Just, oh, a nice knee to the body.
Yeah, it was a Superman punch from McNaught that started off that whole combination. Gidaszewski doggedly chasing this takedown, though. Got his man up against the cage.
That's it now.
For the first time. Let's see if he can link those hands, drop down behind the knee, and scoop the hips out from underneath.
McNaught, you trying nice wide base, making it very difficult here for Kamil to get those hands together. But slowly he's inching his way. He's really working a bit. McNaught just finds the space and pushes off. Yeah, great job from McNaught there, just pushing the head down, slipping out from between his man and the cage. Gidaszewski trying the lead left hook there, but just not got the reach and power on it at this stage. And McNaught's hands very, very low from time to time. Is that just because he doesn't feel that Kamil's got anything to trouble him, or, you know, he's breathing through an open mouth?
Well, it could be one of two things, Steve. You know, either he's just being very relaxed and nonchalant about the whole situation in terms of the bit of a gap in ability on the feet, shall we say, between himself and Gidaszewski. Otherwise, he's anticipating the takedown. You keep your hands by your weight. You look at guys like Mark Hunt, for example. He can take a punch. He doesn't need to worry about blocking them. Keeps his hands by his waist, slings from the hips, but it's also very good for blocking that double leg takedown.
McNaught throwing that with some wicked intention, and now he's taken away Kamil's range and space. Kamil back to the cage now, but again, looks to try and change level, try to get a body lock, and at least he's not getting punched.
Gidaszewski really does have to change the game plan here. What he's doing so far, with all due respect, simply isn't working, Steve.
No, it is definitely time for a change. Again, he's eating shots anyway. He might have to eat one to get in real tight, but I think his dropping down for the double leg is just a little too telegraphed, as they say at the moment. And great base from John McNaught.
Absolutely. I'd like to see Gidaszewski left jab, big overhand right, Chuck Liddell style, dive on that single leg. Just mix it up a little bit. Unfortunately, what he's doing right now just isn't working. He's not capable of getting that single leg from the outside or the double leg from the inside. And the longer the fight goes, the harder it's going to be, because he's going to lose a snap in his reflexes, getting a little bit more tired. Josh McNaught able to pick him off at range, and still looks like he could finish the fight with one shot.
3 minutes to go in this welterweight fight here. Josh McNaught in the red trunks, blue corner, taking on Kamil Gidaszewski, fighting out of the red corner in the Venom trunks. And again, the round starts with a pretty stiff shot landing from McNaught.
Gidaszewski firing back, but nothing particularly clean. McNaught getting those big punches off, looking already to just create the space and slip out of that clinch, and he does. 1-0 on his amateur ledger is Josh McNaught. Gidaszewski 1-3. Looking to even up that record. See the referee in the ill hole there, just warning about outstretched fingers.
Yep.
Recent changes to the unified rules mean you can't lead with an open hand and your fingers extended. Got to close that fist.
And McNaught just swats that probing jab aside like an annoying fly and stays in the pocket.
Gidaszewski tries to change level.
Oh, Josh looked to finish that with one big punch.
Really wound that one up. Didn't land it clean though. Difficult to really connect when your opponent's moving down and backwards. Gidaszewski just in that butt scoop position now. McNaught happy to throw those leg kicks out until he gets to stand up, which he does.
Yeah, and to be fair, did you ever think for a minute McNaught was going to engage by jumping into the garden plank? No, he was just going to. It's a great way to eat some time off the clock, and you're in a dominant position.
I'd maybe like to see it if we get to the last 15 seconds or so, but as you say, Steve, why give up that dominant position?
Oh.
McNaught knows where he's winning this fight. Big knees to the body.
Oh,
as Gidaszewski tries to get that takedown.
He's got that whizzer secured. There's no way that takedown's being finished, I'm afraid.
Now, I mean, at this point, it's going to take Josh McNaught falling over, I think, for Gidaszewski to establish any kind of top position.
He needs to find a way to sort of turn from this position because the takedown's not there, and time is not Kamil's ally right now. Time is all on the side of Josh McNaught, and every second is another second closer to a win.
Gidaszewski needs to be careful. He might actually give up his back from this position if he doesn't turn into the cage. Looks like he will that. Again, doggedly chasing that takedown, Steve. You've got to give the guy props for tenacity here.
Absolutely. I mean, he knows where his shot to win this fight is, and he's working to try and get it there. It's just... There we go. Oh, he's under the hips, but Josh, no. Yes!
Finally, Kamil Gidaszewski gets the takedown in the third round, but will it be too little too late here, Steve?
Well, you know, you got to praise the effort that, you know, he's been working this takedown for 8 minutes, and he's finally got it. But Josh looks very, composed, relaxed. I think he knows that few seconds left.
But still getting his back to the cage, doing everything right. The basics and fundamentals are clearly there for Josh McNaught. He's going to take, one would think, a lopsided decision here on the scorecards, but I'm really intrigued to see this guy fight again.
Absolutely, and again, you know, the composure and the pick, there was nothing wild. He took his time. There may have been chances he could have looked for a finish, but I just like the kid's composure there. And I'm going to give it up to Kamil, man. He was outclassed on the feet all the way through, but he never gave up on himself. Finally earning that takedown at the end of the third round.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards this evening. With a unanimous decision, your winner in the blue corner, Josh McNaught. And let's hear it for his opponent. Let's hear it for Kamil Gidaszewski.